Today, we're going to be talking more about the subjunctive. Yay! I love the subjunctive. Okay, so remember that normally when you're using the subjunctive, you have to have two clauses, and each clause has a subject and a verb. And also, in order to use the subjunctive, you have to have a trigger. The trigger that we've done so far is G for general statement, and that is S adjective K. So as bueno que, as malo que, as interesante que, whatever. So we're going to do a whole new class of triggers today, and it is the W in wedding. And we're going to add these to the pink subjunctive sheets tomorrow, so hopefully you haven't lost yours. So all of these triggers go for W for will. And not will as in the future, but will as in somebody exerting their will or influence on somebody else. So again, that's why you have to have two subjects, because it's somebody wanting, needing, desiring somebody else to do something. So it's exerting their will or influence over them. So these are all of the vocab words that you're going to want to know. Remember that que always means that, so I'm not going to write that every time. So aconsejar que is to advise that. So I advise you all to do your homework. Dejar que is to allow someone to do something. Desear que is to desire that somebody does something. Esperar que is to hope someone does something. Exigir que is to demand that someone does something. Insistir en que is to insist that someone does something, and insistir always has to have en. You can't just have insistir que, it always has to be insistir en que. Mandar que is also to demand, so it means the same thing as exigir que. Oponerse a que is to oppose someone doing something, or to be opposed to somebody doing something. And again, this is always reflexive and always has an a. You can't say oponer que, it has to be oponerse a que. Pedir que is to ask for somebody to do something. Permitir que is to permit or allow someone to do something. Preferir que is to prefer that somebody does something, and preferir is going to be a stem changer, so yo prefiero to prefieres. Prohibir que is to prohibit somebody from doing something or to not allow them to do it. Querer que, to want someone to do something. Recomendar que, to recommend that somebody does something, and recomendar is a stem changer, so it's going to be recomiendo, recomiendas. Rogar que is to beg somebody to do something. Sugerir que is to suggest that somebody does something. So that's also a stem changer. Yo sugiero to sugieres. And suplicar que is also to beg somebody to do something. So these are all the things that you want to remember that always trigger the subjunctive. If they're followed by que and they have another subject, it's always going to be triggering the subjunctive. Okay, just a couple things to practice. I want you all to watch Beauty and the Beast, which is my favorite Disney movie, if not my favorite movie in general. So I want yo quiero que. In English, we don't say that, but in Spanish, you have to say that. So you could say, I want that you all watch Beauty and the Beast, but we don't really say that. In Spanish, you do have to say que. So yo quiero que you all, ustedes, watch. Quiero que is a trigger, so I need to have the subjunctive for watch. Watch is ver. So remember, to form the subjunctive, you go to the yo, drop the o, and add the opposite ending. So for ver, the yo is veo. I would drop the o and add the opposite ending for you all, because it's plural. So this would be vean la bella y la bestia, which is Beauty and the Beast in Spanish. So I want you all to watch Beauty and the Beast. And then remember, you have a couple of different things. So I want to watch Beauty and the Beast. Yo quiero. This would not be a subjunctive trigger because I don't have two subjects and two verbs. I have to watch, which is always the infinitive. So you're not going to use a subjunctive here. So yo quiero ver la bella y la bestia. So just remember, you need to have two subjects, two verbs in order to use a subjunctive. Yo quiero ver la bella y la bestia. I want to watch it. I insist that you all listen to me. So remember, insist is insistir. So yo insisto, and insistir always goes with en. Insisto en que ustedes, that you all listen to me. To me is going to be the direct object pronoun me. and then that you all listen. Listen is escuchar. So to form the subjunctive, you would go to the yo, which is escucho, drop the o, add the opposite ending. It's an AR verb, so it's going to go to the e endings. Escuchen. So, insisto en que ustedes me escuchen. I insist that you all listen to me. And that's it. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.